Good evening, YouTube. Welcome to my channel, and thanks for watching. I wanted to do a quick tutorial on how I get my cuttings to root. All these are brown turkey fig cuttings right here. I have a total of 20. All the ones on this left side are 6 to 8 inches long. All these other ones on the right are probably about 8 to 10 inches long. I'm gonna chop them all down to they're all about the same length. Yeah, once I do that, then we'll move on to the next step. All 20 are the same length, pretty much. And what I'm looking for is to at least have 2 to 3 of the nodes in the soil. All right, whenever I put the dirt in the cups right here, I want to visualize and have at least 2 to 3 nodes, like I said, into the soil. That way there's no error in the roots forming. And then up top, at least 2 to 3 nodes for growth. All right, that way I could see the progress within the week or two that it takes to develop these roots. I've had great success with doing it different ways, but this way that I'm going to work it is with these cups, and all I'm going to use is potting soil from Home Depot. I'm going to fill up my cups, and then I'm going to insert the cuttings with some rooting hormone, which I got from Home Depot as well, on the ends, and that'll be it. All right, once I'm done with well, actually I'm going to show you what I do after I get these pots filled, or these cups filled with soil. I'm going to show you what I do exactly with the cuttings right here, and how I apply my rooting hormone. Okie doke, that took about a minute or so, but all cups are filled to the top, pretty much. One thing I want you to be wary of is try not to keep your soil too loose in your containers, whatever you use. If you're using a cup, you know, baggie or cups like this, or you know, containers. But what I do is real simple. I just use the same one, tap them down, you know, not too hard. I don't want to ensure that the roots have room to grow, or enough room to you know, freely grow in this mix. All right. Alrighty, I want you to see what I'm going to do with my, I got my shears. I do have my grafting knife I could use, but it's a lot easier and faster just to use my my cutters right here. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I got the node at the bottom, the lowest one, and I have a couple above it. All I'm going to do simply is, at an angle, clip it like that. Alright, once I have the V cut like that, where the node is still showing, the roots are gonna develop from here. I dip it into my rooting hormone. I mean, I don't want to overdo it, but I got it all covered up, and my next step will be is to place the cutting into the cups. But I know some people, what they like doing is just grabbing the cutting and then shoving it into the dirt, into their mix, and leaving it as is. What I try not to do is to disturb the rooting hormone too much. So that's when I use my Sharpie. You know, simply dig down a couple inches, poke some holes into your soil, once all are done, that's when you can place your cutting into the hole without trying not to disturb the rooting hormone too much. Now once it's in, I forgot to mention, compacting the soil with the way that I did before placing the cutting in helps to ensure that the holes stay the size that they are. I mean, if it was real loose, then you can't really do this method right here. The holes will just collapse in. But you know, doing that method with compacting the soil down helps out with the holes to be made. Alrighty, and here's the final product. We got 20 brown turkey cuttings in these cups right here, and give me about 2 weeks. After about a week, I'll give you an update, and I'll sacrifice one of these cuttings and pull it out to see the root development, and then we'll continue on from there. I anticipate normally it takes about 2 to 3 weeks in San Antonio with the right conditions to get these cuttings to root. I'm going to place these in my greenhouse with good heat and light. This will work. Every one of these will root. Forgot to mention, with everything I do, I always mark my containers with the date and what I'm working with. So 26th December today, brown turkey. So after New Year's next week, I will continue this video and give you an update on the weekly progress of these cuttings. And here's home. I got all my babies in the greenhouse, the lean-to. Got the heat lamp working. I'm about to turn on my heater right here, the small one. These are all my other cuttings. If you do it with this method, you can't go wrong. I know brown turkey is real easy to root, that fig variety, but other fig varieties tend to take longer to root and develop. But brown turkey, like I said, it's one of the easiest down here in San Antonio to root. So that's one of the main reasons why I got that going on with all these. And the majority of my figs that I work with are brown turkey. So hey, thanks for watching, and in about a week or so I'll give you guys the next update. All right, have a good night.